Hi everyone, it is time for a new video, and today is going to be my first official fall themed video, and I decided to kick the season off with a kind of like fall TBR and books that I'm dying to read, books I really think I'm going to love that just have fall vibes. I have some paranormal romances here and then some contemporary romances here that either have like a fall setting or just like a fall vibe, and I have historical romance as well. So these are books that I definitely want to read and get to, and books that I think you should check out as well if you're looking for some books with fall vibes. So let's just get straight into it and talk about all the exciting books that we're going to be reading this fall. So first, I will talk to you about the one physical book that I have. I unfortunately only have one, and I will be talking about 15 books, so I also do think I want to go through it quite quickly. I also, if you know me, you would know that I don't read synopses, but I definitely want to order a bunch of these as soon as I can so that I can read them physically, because I've been really loving physical reading the past few months. And so this is Inextricably Tied by Aveda Weiss, and I am so excited for this. This is Aveda's like second full-length novel, and it's basically like a sequel or like continuation to a novella called Skin. So I read Skin already, I fucking loved it, and so it is a part of the paperback as well. So if you haven't read Skin and you also want to read the full-length novel, you can get the paperback, which it is included in. I just love Aveda's writing and characters and everything. I have mentioned this before, I'm not the biggest monster romance fan, but Aveda does it in such a wonderful way that like I eat it up every single time, and it is perfect if you want some like paranormal vibes and wonderful characters, really steamy romance, and just like all those different vibes. You need to read Aveda Weiss, this book. I did already read Yours Insatiably and absolutely adored it, so I can recommend that one. But definitely also pick it up in October and in spooky season. But this one I obviously haven't read, but I just know I'm gonna love it and I cannot wait. And yes, so we will be reading this. So then let's continue with Always Practice Save Hex by Juliet Cross. Oh my god. If you want like a adult paranormal romance series that is absolute perfection, you need to read this series. Every single one of the books is 5 out of 5 stars for me. Everything I've ever wanted in a paranormal romance book, Juliet Cross does it in the most wonderful way imaginable. I'm not sure what pairing this has, because all these are obviously like supernatural couples, but I forgot what this is. Oh my god. I forgot that this is finally a book that I've been waiting for so long, like a couple that I knew would happen, and it's fucking happening, and I did not realize that. So it is basically, I think, it is a witch and Grim Reaper pairing. Like, I don't think I want to know anything more than this, but it's like, I think it's gonna be very angsty and emotional and kind of like hate to love. And oh my god, I also, this cover might be, okay, I can't say it's my favorite. And I also missed the cover reveal of the 5th one, which is also stunning as fuck. And oh my god, it's coming out in October. It's coming out on Halloween. That is the best news ever. Just like a bonus mention, that is called Resting Witch Face, and it's coming out next month. So obviously we're gonna be reading that immediately as well. Holy shit, I'm so excited. So yeah, this series is perfection. I just feel like the characters are incredible and so well developed, and it's fast-paced and super fun. The romance is super strong and it's a big focus, and it's steamy and sweet and wonderful, and at the same time it has really strong paranormal elements as well, like the world building and the plot and like some of the like action and stuff. It is incredible, and if you haven't read it yet, you need to pick it up immediately, because I need 1 million books in this series. Not enough people know about this series, so just please pick it up and definitely read it. So then I have a contemporary romance called A Proposal They Can't Refuse by Natalie Kanya. So this is, as if I heard it correctly, I think it's supposed to be set around Halloween. The cover is like orangey yellow, which always makes me think of like fall and Halloween. I don't see Halloween anywhere in the synopsis. Hopefully whoever mentioned it was right. And so the little blurb is Natalie Cunha turns up the heat, humor, and heart in this debut rom-com about a Puerto Rican chef and an Irish-American whiskey distiller forced into a fake engagement by their scheming octogenarian, I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, grandfathers. Oh my gosh, that sounds fucking wonderful. So I did know that this is like kind of surrounding cooking, and I definitely want to read a lot of books that are surrounded around cooking and stuff because that has been very popular and I'm here for it. And oh my gosh, like fake dating, and that sounds so good and I need it immediately. I, again, am not entirely 100% sure it is like about the fall things, but hopefully it is set in the fall. Either way, it sounds like a wonderful romance that I cannot wait to read. So the next book is a little bit different. It is the only one that I have read on this list, but I still had to recommend it. Even if I do think I'm gonna make like an actual recommendation video, I just had to mention it in here. And I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna reread it, but to be honest, I can imagine I would. So that is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Or actually, I found out it's pronounced Poston when I listened to the audiobook of this book. And this is one of my new favorite books of all time. It was incredible. It touched my heart so deeply. It was one of the best books I've ever fucking read in my life. And I fell in love with it immediately. And I was like, I need to get it the second that I see it at a bookstore, but I have not seen it at a bookstore yet. And so the second that I'm back in the UK, I fucking hope they're gonna have it at the bookstore because I need a copy immediately. If they don't, I'm gonna order it. And I need to read this. I need to own this book. I need to hold it in my hands. It means everything to me. I love it so much. And it is basically about, it is like another kind of paranormal romance, though this one feels a little bit more contemporary. The hero is a ghost, and so our heroine sees ghosts, and she's actually also a ghost writer, as in she writes under the name of, you know, she writes for like another author, and she basically needs to like write this book and give it to her editor, and the new editor basically passes away and she sees him as a ghost. So they have kind of like a shitty first interaction. They don't really like each other, and the heroine is like struggling to meet her deadline and all of that. She basically wants to quit because she no longer believes in love and she does not want to write romances anymore. And so he appears as a ghost to her, and they obviously start hanging out because she's the only one that can see him. And it is just such a beautiful book. It is so touching and emotional and beautiful and lovely and incredible, and I adore everything about it, and I need a copy immediately. So definitely pick it up. It is kind of like the book that I love so much that I almost don't want to recommend it to people, but it is just too wonderful for me not to mention it. So yeah. And then I have To Catch a Raven by Beverly Jenkins, which is not, I don't think, exactly a fall book, but I want to mention it in here anyways because I am so excited for it. And to me, historical romances just feel like fall type of books. Like, I just love reading them in the fall and winter the most, and this is a recent release, and I was waiting for it for so long, and I absolutely cannot wait to dive in. And so the blurb here says that it is features a fearless grifter who goes undercover to reclaim the stolen Declaration of Independence. So I think it's gonna be kind of like a more like action-packed historical romance. Beverly Jenkins just writes the most romantic, sweet, swoon-worthy romances, and I just need this book right away. So definitely gonna pick this up, and you should definitely check it out as well. Even though it's not exactly like fall vibes, like if you have not read historical romances in the fall yet, you need to just give it a try. So the second and last, I think, historical romance that I have is The Return of the Duke by Lauren Heath, which this does have a red cover, which again, red, yellow, orange make me think of fall. Technically red could be almost Christmassy, but like, who cares, you know? I adore Lauren Heath as well, another absolutely incredible historical romance author, and I love this series. With a lot of these books, I desperately want to buy physical copies, but I just have not been able to. So I will be spending all of my money on books this fall, and I have no regrets, like already, just the thought, I'm like, I need it immediately. So this is supposed to be about the dashing son of a disgraced duke teams up with a sultry beauty to thwart an assassination plot against Queen Victoria. That actually gives me like a similar vibe of the plot, because they have to do like this big thing together. I did not even know that, but I'm so excited. So definitely will be reading these, and I am so ready. So then I have another, I think this is actually, this is a contemporary romance, and that is A Cosmic Kind of Love by Samantha Young. So this is coming out on October 18th, so it's not out yet. But it says that space is the last thing an event planner and an astronaut need in this charming new romantic comedy from Samantha Young. So this is not exactly, again, like a normal fall type book, but it's coming out in October, and the cover, just at first I thought it was like a paranormal romance, but I don't know, it just sounds really fun, and the cover is really cute, and it sounds quite unique as well. And I have not read anything by this author, and I don't know exactly what to expect, but it sounds really fun, and it's coming out soon, and I think it's going to be a fun book to read in the fall. Then I have Vanessa Jareds Got a Man, which is another contemporary romance, but this, like the, again, tones of the cover, like the orangey pink color, gives me some kind of slightly fall vibes, and it's supposed to be following a older heroine. So we have a 40-something divorcee, and it says that it is a story of a woman getting her groove back and getting a second chance at love. Absolutely adore this cover, 1000% buying this physically. And I also love stories like this about like just, you know, like finding yourself and putting your life back together and healing, and like any of those themes I absolutely love. I have not heard anyone talk about this book yet, but it just came out at the end of September, and I cannot wait to read it when I get a copy. And yes, then we have a paranormal romance, again, one that like is definitely my top 3 most anticipated books of the fall, of the year even, and that is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sanju Mandana. So I have heard incredible things about this book, and I just feel like this is going to be another new all-time favorite. And it's supposed to be a warm and uplifting novel about an isolated witch whose opportunity to embrace a quirky new family and a new love changes the course of her life. So it's supposed to be just like a beautiful, emotional romance and found family book. And I've heard it just has those vibes of just like, you know, a book for lonely readers, and I just need, like, it's already speaking to my soul, and I need it immediately, and I feel like it's gonna be so cozy and so beautiful and so touching, and I just need it immediately. I just know it's gonna be the best thing ever, and I am like dying to get this book, dying. So we need to do it as soon as possible. So then I have another paranormal romance, and that is A Ghost in Shining Armor by Therese Biyari. This actually, when I'm filming it, came out yesterday. I also cannot wait for this, obviously. That is the case with, as you know, all these books. So this is kind of, I don't think it's a sequel, but it is not like marked as a sequel on Goodreads, but it should have at least similar vibes to And They Lived Happily Ever After, which I have right here. So A Ghost in a Shining Armor is at least going to be like a similar genre vibe to this book. And so this time it's going to be about a ghost. And like, again, we have, you know, I don't know exactly like the details, but we once again have like a ghost love interest, and I feel like there's just something about it. I don't know why I like it, but I like it. So, oh my gosh, this sounds so good. We have a heroine who sees ghosts, and the hotter than hot stranger she impulsively kisses on a bet is not only a phantom, he's determined to help her. And the only way Gemma can explain his presence is to pretend they're a real life couple. Oh my gosh, so we have fake dating and a ghost, a heroine who can see ghosts. She likes helping them settle their unfinished business. It just is gonna be so good. I am so excited. Then I have another contemporary romance, and that is Funny Feelings by Tara DeWitt, and this book is one that I've been hearing. This author is someone that I've been hearing about all the time lately. I love the cover of this book and the other books by the author, and I just feel like this cover, pure fall vibes. Like the sunflowers, the rain, everything about this, and it looks so cute, and it is a single parent age gap romance with fake dating, best friends to lovers. I did not know that. Oh my gosh. So I am going to fucking adore this. Like, I love all these tropes so much, and the fall vibes, like, just cherry on top. And I will definitely be reading this, and it's on Kindle Unlimited. So yes. Then I have Witchful Thinking by Celestine Martin, which is another paranormal witchy book, and it's supposed to have fake dating as well, forced proximity, and a second chance romance. All the things that I love. And the cover is so cute, and it is a new to me author. I think this is their debut, and yeah, I'm very excited. It looks super cute, so I can't wait. Then I have oh my gosh. I have a book that is coming out on November 15th, but I had to mention it, and that is Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Kennedy Ryan is definitely one of my favorite authors of all time, and her books fucking kill me every time. And the cover of this one is breathtaking. It is so beautiful. It also gives me fall vibes with like the flowers and the orange and the yellow, and it is just gonna be fucking beautiful. And I don't want to know what it's about. I don't like knowing the plot of, I'm sorry if the angle changed, my camera died, but I was saying that I don't like knowing the plot of books when it's like by an author that I absolutely adore, just cause, I don't know, I want it to surprise me. I already know that I love the author and I don't need to know anything else, but it is a book that I just know is going to be super emotional and raw and beautiful, just because like all of Kennedy Ryan's books are, and I absolutely cannot wait to dive into this one. We are gonna have to wait for a month and a half, but it's gonna be worth every second. So then I have Bright Like Wildfire by Juliet Cross, which like this book cover also is just pure fall vibes. Like the tones, everything about this, super, super autumnal. And I also don't want to know anything about this. So I, again, absolutely adore Juliet's paranormal romances, but I have not read a contemporary book by her. I don't think this is the first one, but either way, I'm so intrigued to know what it's going to be like, because it's obviously like contemporary paranormal to me is very different. I cannot wait to dive in. So I do think it's on Kindle Unlimited if you have that and want to read it through that, but I do think I think I should get a physical copy, and I've had it on my wish list for a million years, but it's, even though it's expensive, I think it's gonna be worth it, so I will buy it and I will read it. So the last book is Not the Witchy Wed by April Asher, which is another witchy paranormal romance, and it says that, oh my gosh, another fake dating story, and that's specifically it says, a fake relationship between a magicless witch and a wolf shifter turns to more in the start of a bewitching new paranormal rom-com series. So this came out last year, and I love the cover. It looks so cute, and I just feel like it's gonna be a really sweet, fun, lighthearted, paranormal romance. So I'm so excited. I will shut up now. I hope you got some books to add to your TBR in this video, and let me know if there are any other books that you want to read. And if you made it this far in the video, leave any kind of paranormal emoji down below, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'm gonna see you soon in another video. Bye!